Offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Stafford on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready? Again, Patterson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The punt team on now. As from their end zone, they get it away. On the return is Powell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On the counter, this is Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Okay, right? And cycle. Ready?
2nd and 3. That's complete to John Ross. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm string from back when he was the #1 overall pick. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Dances by at the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter. So to get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the double.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stafford now to throw.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 33.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
32.
Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
Stafford's pass.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7 2001, right?
Yeah.
Tight end. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Handoff running left, Patterson. Takes it to about the 37. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
3rd down, here's Patterson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded.